Okay, so we just walked up. Scott, I'm tired out and Scott carried the luggage. Yeah. But this is like, you see meandering down here, and here's the back stairs, and this is our room. The last time we stayed in this room. And then there's like shared bathrooms. And you just wonder what's going on behind all these doors. I know some people have studios here and there's some offices. Okay, you guys are gonna see it just like us. Oh, this is cute. It totally looks like they have repainted it. So it looks, oh, we get a bookshelf.
Nice.
This room is definitely brighter than the one that we stayed at. It kind of actually smells a little bit like brand new room. I wonder if there's like air freshener.
It smells like leaves.
Yeah, I wonder if there's air freshener somewhere. Oh, we get a fridge. Oh, Scott, we get an iron. But that is the smallest iron I've ever seen. You guys, look it's smaller than the can. Oh my gosh, Clorox. Okay, let's look at our view. Oh, yeah, scenic, lovely. Air conditioners. There is air freshener going on somewhere because I smell it. I'm sure you guys all know that smell. Okay. No, this is, it doesn't have a headboard, but it's clean and it definitely looks like it has recently been painted.
It's in a really good location.
It's in, no, yeah, it's charming.
I mean, in Gramercy Park.
Gramercy, well, there's, see, there we get a, but no, it's fun. It's fun to actually see different rooms. Oh, we get a kind of a fireplace. Yay. We're leaving, we're about to go out to dinner, and I just wanted to show you guys this. This is the, safety axe for people to, I guess, break down a door in case of a fire. That is something. That is really, really, really something. These are just sculptures that they have in the hallways. This is the elevator that doesn't work, and I don't know how long it's not worked. Scott? All right, Scott went down the back stairs. Okay. I guess I'll just meet him in the front. Yeah. I'm sorry. Sometimes Scott cracks me up. This is one of those shared bathrooms. I mean, it does look like a pension. Yeah. So more paintings on the walls. This is National Association of Women Artists office. We'll go upstairs tomorrow because there's the, no, I don't know what that is. Yeah, because we used to know some people who had some studios up there. The floors make a lot. Here's the Pastel Society of America. I don't know if people really go in there that much. Hello.
It's so beautiful.
You're so funny, Scott. Sue? Sue?
I wasn't sure where you were.
Sue, where are you? And I said, I'm here. And then you just went down the stairs anyways.
I couldn't hear where it was coming.
Oh, okay. So this is where these are all the people that have offices here. It's a quirky old building. It's like there's lots of weird doorways. There's a lot of weird things, like this doorway was blocked up and yeah. Interesting. Probably something from like a stairwell. Ooh. The cord is down. Why can't I go in there?
Dress code.
Oh, well, I'm not really dressed up. Plus, like I said, it's only for members.
Oh,
We are not allowed. We stopped at a Vietnamese restaurant for dinner and we saw this building on Lexington and look how old it is. And so we were curious what it is, but Scott saw that up there and it says 69th Regiment. Now usually buildings like this get bought out and they turn into condos, but it's interesting that it probably is still this. It says recruiter inside for National Guard. And all the battles like Gettysburg, Petersburg, I don't even know what those other ones are. And then there's other over there too. I see Fredericksburg. So isn't that fascinating? It's so neat to just walk down the street and see history like that. And look at how old that, God, that really looks like a very old front hall. Oh my gosh, look at that round door in there. Yep. These are the buildings that I just want so badly to like go in and look at all the plazas. It is 10:14 in the morning, Wednesday morning, and I'm still in bed. Scott went out and bought me bagels, and we were trying to think about what to do today, and I wore myself out so much yesterday and slept really hard, and I just don't want to go out of bed. And it's cold out, right? So Scott was even saying that when it gets chilly or cold, it kind of limits what you can do.
And very windy.
And it's, well, yeah. So, and we've been to the Met almost, I mean, we've literally been to the Met in every trip we've ever gone to New York, and the Met is physically and visually, it's exhausting for me. So I thought I would try and do all the other things we don't do in New York. So Scott just said, hey, why doesn't he put out his laptop? And I wanted you guys to see, remember I showed you the ironing board? So look at this cute little ironing board. It actually looks like a sled. It's a perfect sled for a tiny cat or dog. And so he needed something to put on the bed. And this is a photograph, if you guys remember the video that we did from from France. We did the workshop there, and they had this is where you had the running of the bulls, right? It was like really just a couple small bulls.
I just grabbed this from my video.
Yeah.
So yeah, I videotaped.
But they had these amazing horse people, because there were men and women, and these gorgeous horses. So obviously it's a tradition, once or twice a year or whatever, that they do this little running of the bulls through the town. But honestly, the horses were the main, probably the more gorgeous things, and how well that they
would escort them down the street. So I went out in the street and would film them escorting the horses. This is before they let the bulls out.
So you're just using the sketch pad that has your drawing on the cover. So it's just a Strathmore. Scott, why don't you show us the cover?
Oh, okay.
Just in case people want to know what kind of paper you're using.
I'm
so
using
this
one here.
Yeah. So Scott, we really like those papers, the gray and the brown. And oh yeah, show us some of your sketches. Wait.
That's from Africa.
No, it's not from Africa. It's from India.
Oh, India,
see?
right.
Okay, repeat that. I was right.
Oh, you were always right.
I
I can't even remember.
You're always telling me I'm wrong about things.
Oh, no.
Obviously, she looks Indian.
This is from when we walked through that...
That small town, yeah.
It was
at school.
This was over the...
Remember when we went and we walked into that school and they... Okay, so first of all, wait, I want to tell the story. So go back.
Sure.
So we were with our driver and guide, and he was taking us out to go do photographs from town. We were in Udaipur. And so we always like to stop. So we would tell the driver, hey, there's something really cool happening on the side of the road. Let's stop. And so we got out of the car, and these children, spoke English, and they would say hi to us and they'd wave. And so they said, well, look at my classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought us into their classrooms and we got photos with them, and then you took photos, and this was one of the beautiful, I would say she's probably around 12 or 13. So that would be kind of like middle school there. And did you do this from a photo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in maybe the hotel during our trip?
Yeah, we would have people pose for us in the mornings.
Oh, see,
life,
2018 was when we went.
Yeah, so that's when I did that. And so we would have a model pose in the mornings, and then in the afternoons we would drive around and take photographs and stop in villages or places. And so the photographs are what I often do paintings from.
I forget you even do these.
This is a little one that I started but didn't finish from one of those trips, but I would just do them.
So wait, let me explain. So this was in Udaipur, and they were having a festival.
Mm-hmm.
And it was where women would carry these dolls and sometimes like fruit on top of their heads through the streets to the water, to the lake. And then once they got to the lake, there was all these stairs, and everyone would just sit.
Well, and they would go down to the water first, and they would take the water out and put them on the god. So this is the main god and goddess.
So there were, they were like examples of gods.
And so they would get in the sacred water. And then they would just be around there.
Yeah, I remember this girl. She was stunning. And
yeah.
you know, there's always like people that stand out in a group that like their faces just. What the heck? I have never seen these.
That's of Divya.
Divya, yeah, she's an
a
artist
wonderful,
married to
Divya,
Alex Venezia.
I'm not sure how to pronounce her. Melalukla, but she's a wonderful artist.
So you took this one time when we were visiting East Oaks, and she posed for some photos for you, and you did a big painting of her also.
I did a big painting of her.
Wait, explain that has a little bit of white chalk in the background.
So yeah, it's on the tone paper, so I did it in just a pencil.
Oh, and so it's pencil.
I did it, then I put a little bit of white chalk too.
I have not seen that, Scott.
So yeah.
Oh my God, wait, okay, don't skip.
I don't know, I mean, a lot of these I tear out, if they're ones I use for something. So that was just an idea. This is something I want to use for my book. This is the Kayla from the Neal novel. I was sketching out as an idea.
So that's supposed to be a little girl?
Because she is crippled and she has a cane. And they're leading, the very first page of my novel is her and the monk, the older monk, leading. I'm sorry, this will be the older monk because he has
okay, because I was like, that looks like
an old
person.
She has crutches, so she is on a crutch, has a crutch. But this is just the idea for maybe doing a painting. But they're in the desert. That's the first opening few pages of my novel. So that was just out of my head.
Everything was out of your head.
This was just out of my head. If I do the painting, I'll look up some photos of
okay.
And they have somebody pose for these things. But
I find this so fun. I'm getting an art show. What? Okay, I did see that one. I think I've seen that one.
A fun picture.
So who's that model?
I believe this is all out of my head as well.
Oh.
This was just sitting, and when we had time to spare, I was just.
Wait, so is that like jewelry, or is that like her hair? Wait, why won't
it's probably
this focus?
Her hair, yeah.
So is that, so you kind of made like almost like a little ponytail like kind of thing coming forward.
But yeah, that's just out of my head. So I didn't have an actual reference, just playing around. This is also out of my head.
Now, is that a girl from India? Who's that?
No, that's not anybody. That's just out in your head. It's kind of, I was just started out with a kind of a gesture.
So to me, it looks kind of fancy.
It's fantasy-like. It's just kind of passing time. Who knows, someday some of these might lead to ideas for painting, but most of the time it's just fun sketching. Who is that of?
That's Lysandra.
Lysandra, right. That's from a photograph.
And so these are all graphite?
Yeah, these are just pencils.
Wait, you're going too fast.
Okay.
Because sometimes the camera's not focusing.
I don't even remember what's in the sketch pad, so.
Well, obviously, I've never
I keep it in my backpack, so sometimes I'm sitting at like this, I think I just did it at a cafe. I had been writing, and I was kind of burned out of my writing, and so it was like a coffee shop in Winston-Salem, and so I just did this sketch, like I'm doing now. I turned the computer on, and I had this photo of Sandra, and it's just for fun, just doing a sketch.
What is that?
This is out of my head, too.
That's not nice. I don't like bunnies smoking.
This is from one of the short stories.
Don't show Kathy Anderson this.
This is one of the short stories I put on Medium, and I wrote the story in the coffee shop, and then it was kind of a comic one, and this is like. I
like the face. It's cute.
Like me when I was a kid in the hospitals, and this is about dreaming that this bunny appeared on my bed and is talking to me, and we have this conversation.
Oh. Okay.
So that I did this drawing. for that. I think I did post this with the story, but I don't remember. But that was the character. I was just, since I was writing it, I thought, oh, it's this funny, bunny. He's very like contrarian, and he's talking.
What's that?
this was when we were planning our solar panels over a year ago, like a year and a half ago. And Sue had said, I don't really want to have those ugly solar panels out in the yard. We went to see someone else's thing. No, not in the poles. Those you liked. We went to see our friends.
You've told yourself that.
We went to see our friends Mark Hampton, and so I said, well, we could make it into something more interesting.
We could have a cafe there, maybe for visitors.
Because it shades it, and we could have the panels like this. But eventually, you said you wanted to have more, so you had the grass underneath it. So we put them on the poles.
You're making all this up.
No. But anyways, this was the drawing I did to show you.
You're like an architect.
How we could do it and still have the space be interesting, because you'd be in the shade
for all of our garden
and
parties.
have the solar panels. But we now have them on a pole near my studio. So that's what that is.
Yeah.
So, but I just did that as an idea to show you how I could build it if you wanted to do that. But I don't know what else is in here.
Oh, that looks like a bird.
That was a little design that I used in a painting. What is this? This is that coffee shop, a quick little sketch.
Oh my God.
That's the one in Winston-Salem, but I never shaded it or anything. But that's the Moji coffee shop in Winston-Salem, where I did a lot of writing.
So that's just like a block from my studio downtown.
I love that coffee shop. That's where they have people with developmental disabilities, autistic and stuff, work there. And you'll see maybe 3 paintings in my studio that I bought from artists.
People are wondering probably about those paintings in your studio.
I am so inspired by those. But that was just a quick little sketch of the coffee shop. And then these are things I never...
Oh, that's Rose Devaney.
Right. So that was an idea that I was thinking of you.
You always make your models kind of a little bit on the fantasy, sexy side. So what are you trying to tell us,
This was us stretching things out. I was going to make...
But like, why are her lips so big and dark?
I don't know.
And her eyes are really gigantic.
I just playing with it, so. But like a lot of these,
like
a lot of these are ideas.
That's my baby.
I started sketching our kitties.
Oh my God, that's Theo and Annie. We were taking photos of them on our kitchen island.
That was the little cartoon that I did of Putin. There's a lot in here. There's more in here in the back too.
Oh, and then
this is the one I started sketching.
Show us the one you did yesterday. I only videoed you starting it. So this was a sculpture that was in the upstairs lobby. So you changed her hair.
I changed her hair.
What's she holding? Like a little bobblehead?
It's like a little gesture face of herself. But her hands were as a ballerina, kind of going here, but they were completely, you couldn't really tell what they were. So I just kind of made this up, and then she was standing flat, but for the pose I thought it was interesting. Her doing a dance pose, but let's see if there's anything else in here.
You'll have to date that so you can remember where you did it.
Let's see. I don't know if there's any others in here. I have another sketchbook that I usually use at home.
Well, that's cool. See, what a fun surprise. You never know what's going to happen when you're just lying in bed and Scott is sketching.
That's that print.
Oh, yeah. So this is the... I showed you guys us going to do the print class, and then Scott went over it. It looks like you outlined it. Did you outline it in sort of colored pencil?
Yeah.
And then you just drew, this is sort of a made-up face, but it was inspired by Olivia, one of the models that we photographed. And you kind of did that. Why don't you hold it? You did that while I was teaching my online class. So you kind of did that while you were helping film.
Yeah. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, combining.
So these are just doodles. They're just fun to pass the time, and it's nice to sketch.
Oh, no, I love it. And so then you'll just be working on this little horse thing until we both get the energy to leave.
Yeah, or I might do some others. You'll see.
Yeah.
See, sometimes I start them and then I don't really like them, or I think, oh, okay, I'd like to put a guy sitting on. I'm probably going to put a guy sitting on this horse. There was a really neat guy there,
from
an
like
older
a different
guy,
photo.
and he'd gotten off this horse and gone somewhere else. But I may find, because this is on a video, so I can just forward the video. This is a screen capture of the video. And I can just go and find a shot of him, and I might put him on here. I think that it kind of needs that for the composition.
Yeah, it looks a little empty over there.
Yeah, so, but I like the horses. They're fun, so.
All right, so one last look just at what the stage is at. See, I guess there's something weird. Like whenever I try to like show close-ups, it doesn't want to focus. And you're just using one of those mechanical pencils.
Yeah, it's just you get them from just the drugstore.
So you don't have to sharpen it.
You put extra lead in here. and then they don't have to sharpen it. That's the main thing. And
I don't like working in graphite at all.
I have a little thing, and I also have.
This little thing actually has a name. It's called kneaded eraser.
Oh, I thought it was called this little thing. And then on this, I might actually not just leave it graphite. I might do it, and then some of them I don't have any in this.
So you
bag.
you travel with this little frozen Glad bag of like pens and pencils.
Exactly, Frozen. We love Frozen, and so I may. Some of them I don't have any in here, but I'll take these brush pens, and I think this one I'll do that with. I won't leave it as a pencil. That's why I'm not bothering with shading or anything. I'll shade it with that. We have these brush pens, and they're archival. The ink is archival.
So is there a brand? Pigma brush. Yeah.
And it says archival ink, so you can use them for regular thing. Yeah, archival ink here. So that's what you really want. And but then it's a brush, so you can paint with it like a brush.
Yeah. So it's like a felt tip brush.
So yeah, I'll show you like on the cover or something. So you can paint with it like a brush. So you can go and make really thin little strokes like that, and then you can make thick ones, or you can
well, it's
shade
pretty
like
permanent,
that.
so you better be confident and have the drawing correct, because you can't fix it.
Although I use this for quick sketch a lot of times, where
yeah, I'm just telling people though that it's like this is the thing that you would use on top of maybe a sketch that you already have. You already like.
When I do quick sketches, let's see if there's a drawing that didn't like.
It's like you almost use it like calligraphy, like thick and thin.
If you didn't finish it, you can go light. You can kind of go light like that, like
it's a very, very gentle, very
and you can start to find things in it, and then go harder as you go. So like say you're drawing some sort of weird, interesting character, from like the Lord of the Rings or something like that. You could do that. Start out a little light. And then you could, put
is that a nose? Oh,
this
is like a monster?
Well, who knows? I mean, it could be any kind of character, but you can use it like a regular brush, and then you can.
See, I wouldn't like this at all.
Wouldn't like this drawing.
We're so different. Yeah, no, I mean, we're so different. Like, I'm not a line person, and working in pencil just does not do it for me. So, and also, I don't know, I could see using this brush, but it would have to be so, like, I would have to be very, very careful because it's, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you can see how you can
oh wow, he's got a very strong chin.
See how you can use it like a brush though.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you, Scott. This has been a fun exploration through your sketchbook.
Okay.
You guys, we were just walking down the hall in this National Arts Club, and this particular door was just 2 inches open. And I said, Scott, look, there's an art class. There's an art school in here. And so we knocked on the door, and this nice lady came in, and she works for the Pastel Society of America. And oh my gosh, so look at this beautiful room. See these big old doors? Oh my gosh, so she says that they do workshops here. I love that pastel up there. Wow. And then I saw Daniel Keyes's here. So that's beautiful.
I missed the.
Oh my gosh.
There was no.
Oh my gosh. So this is amazing. Oh, look.
Jury fee submitted, but the problem was I didn't
Look
see
at this
the
cool
name and it came
view.
up as fine art, just fine art, and I didn't connect the two.
Oh my gosh. So if people, your workshops and stuff are on the Pastel Society of America website?
Yes, but there's actually, you have to open, there's a workshop and class.
Okay.
Look at this is one of Ray's.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. I am so excited about pastel. I'm so interested. I'm like, I feel like I want to give up oil. And I just want to do pastel right now. But this is so fun. You guys are going to have to come and do a workshop here. Never see these anymore. So we're in the largest stick blick in the country, which is in Soho in New York. And so it was like, oh, was a long time ago, but they still have it. Oh, they got the big one too.
Who is that of?
Oh, that's of Yanka.
A model that we know,
Yeah.
and that's a drawing Sue
So
did
this
of
was
her.
done a while ago. It's amazing that they still produce them.
Yanka, how old do you think she was when you did this one?
Oh gosh, she's probably was about 11, 12.
And she's now in college.
Yep, she is. So we're just having fun looking through art store, which is like, you know, our playtime. Ooh, well guess what else oopsie. Oh, the back of the thing fell off. So,
Oh yeah,
there
those
you
are
go.
mine, that's right.
Yay! We love art stores. Buying. We're walking the streets after visiting Dick Blick. We had a great vegan lunch, and now we're walking through Washington Park. We see a piano right here, but the wind picks up every now and then. Like maybe for a block or two, you feel, oh, this is gonna be nice. Oh, everything is cleared up, and then whammy. Like slap you in the face, knock you down, turn around, that kind of wind. It's not like a consistent wind, which is interesting. But Washington Park is a place that Scott and I come to every single time we come to New York. It just is sort of like, it kind of draws you. It is a center of just people watching and dog watching, and yeah, it's just kind of like the center of everything. And Scott, years and years ago, would come and sometimes play chess in the area in the corner where people would kind of play chess and try and, you know, pay for money and stuff. And okay, my hands are freezing. There's a dog. That's nice. I'm probably gonna sit down. Ooh, there's some performers or something in the center. Usually that's where a fountain is, but you know, during winter, they turn the fountain off. I think we'll sit down and rest for a tiny bit. I just got this amazing chocolate chip cookie. Like, oh my God. I couldn't even finish all of it. It was so big. I'm not quite sure if the skateboarders and the musician are together. They could be separate, who knows? But maybe they're kind of like, I see a guy over there with a camera, so maybe he's gonna film them doing stunts. This is the place to come if you want to people watch. And also there's always performers like dancers and things to sign petitions and I think this is just a really neat shot of looking up Fifth Avenue. On the way back to the National Arts Club, we're going to stop by the Salmagundi because I still need to talk to the shipping guy. And this guy over here, he does street poems. I mean, isn't that fascinating? New York is a place that really, really kind of brings together artistic people. So we're at the Long Acre Theater, and we are in the balcony, and they really rush you in. I'm like, I literally right off the street, and you're inside the theater. There's hardly any lobby at all. I mean, of course, this theater is super duper old, so it's so neat to have like to still have theaters like this. I'm glad I'm not scared of heights, but the tickets were so expensive that I didn't want to pay to be down there. I mean, it's like a lot of money. So, oh my God, this is so neat. So we're gonna go see Leopold Seyffert by Tom. Whoa, holy cow, man! There's a step right there. Like seriously, that's like way down. I know. Scott says I shouldn't be videoing and doing this. Okay, these are our seats. I'm like, we're literally right here. Okay. Oh my God, we took an Uber here. Super friendly guy. Oh, so this is the play. So Leopold Seyffert. It's not focusing. I got it. That's all right. So this is the theater. You can tell it is super old. Look at how tiny the seats are. I mean, the seats are meant for tiny people. This is kind of like the theater that we have in Winston-Salem. Like our old theater, it's like, you know, it hasn't been completely upgraded for like modern sized people. But this is kind of fun. I felt like, well, if we're the first row in the balcony, you know, you can still see. This theater is pretty small, actually. Oh, look at people who can sit in the balcony. I mean, the side there. Okay. This is going to be fun. Scott knows nothing about it. I read the reviews.
I love seeing it without knowing anything. It's so fun.
Look at, we're like really the first ones here. They told you to get here at 6:30. And I guess people are all going to be coming a little bit late. We'll tell you about how the play goes. I bet you it'll be great. So this is Times Square. We just left the play. The play was, you know, it was kind of intellectual and a little bit of a downer. I think the second half was better than the first half. You know, it was all about, you know, a Jewish family from like the late 1800s to about 1955, and about a family dealing with living in Vienna, and but also it was a story. Hey Scott, what are you doing? Let's talk. It was also about you know, that Klimt painting, which was kind of interesting. So they talked about the Klimt painting, you know, that one, especially the famous one, I think is the woman in gold that we're going to actually see tomorrow. I just thought, well, this is timing, you know, about how paintings were stolen, you know, from the Nazis. And well, and so because, you know, in the play, the painting is supposed to be of one of their grandmothers. And I just thought, wow, that's kind of interesting that we're actually going to go to that museum where they have the woman in gold and some other Klimts. But this is New York at night. We actually sat in that tiny little theater, those tiny little seats. We sat down around little after 6:30, and the play ended at 9:20. So we were there for a while. Yeah, I think my legs kind of started to fall asleep. So what street is this?
This is 40.
No. What street is this one?
This is 7th, so that's.
Oh, 7th.
Back home.
Yeah.
This will just take us down.
It's good to like literally walk a little bit.
I think we should walk.
Well, because my legs have been cramped. Like literally, I couldn't. You know, the seats. It's a very, very old theater, but charming. Yeah. Oh my! These big giant billboards are very, very distracting. Like it's hard to not look at them. I mean, it really is. It's just hard not to look at them. But hey, at least the wind has died down. This is New York. Okay, a man dressed as Batman just walked past us, and I didn't have my camera out, so I feel like I am being a bad vlogger to not be ready for any superheroes to come towards me. See, I mean, there's just like videos, right? I guess there's like a zillion people. There's a zillion people just wanting to come out and video too. I'm sure they're just for all their friends and YouTube channels. Wait, look, where are we all going? I know where we're going. Where is everybody else going?
You only know where you're going.
I just heard a Star Wars theme.
Yeah.
Every single person has a camera.
Of course.
Oh my, look at these people right here, big cameras.
See, I like this
I feel like
better.
we're in an experiment.
I like this better because I know I'm not on camera.
I know. Oh wait, there's something going on over here.
You don't know.
Stop the music. Now listen up. If you just got here, it's about to get crazy.
Oh, okay. They're doing audience participation. Scott.
You guys don't sound ready.
This is the mirror that you see when you walk up. I just went outside to test to see if it was warm enough for me not to wear my big winter coat. I'm hedging. I think I have to bring it. Okay. Back to our room. I am so curious what is behind all these doors. Oh, what's going on? Oh. Somebody's in there. That door's open too. Oh, I want to know what's going on. I'm so nosy. Here's our room. If you ever get to New York and you want to do some drawing, the Drawing New York, I guess it's just drawingnewyork.com. It's in this studio room on the 3rd floor of the National Arts Club. I wish we would have known. I'm not a very good night person, so that is my problem. Doing figure drawing from like 6:30 up to like 9 or something, I just don't have it in me. But if you guys do, come do it. So yeah, just walk up to the 3rd floor. I think you have to make a reservation first. You have to like, just in case so that there's room. But you just walk up these stairs from the lobby, 3rd floor.
Ride. I guess we'll get the single rides, right? Just a single ride?
No.
No?
I'm nervous about I don't know.
$9 card. How much is each ride, do you know?
Fast $9 Metro card or just a Metro card.
I'm not sure.
Okay, no, I think we can do that.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Oh, it's noisy. So this is just a block from the National Arts Club, and we decided to take the subway because it was so freaking easy. Like, it's literally one way, direct, and it is just way too easy. So we're going uptown to 83rd, I guess, and then it's just like a block or two to the Neue Gallery. I don't know, I find this kind of fun. You see how easy this is? All right. We're getting on. I feel like I'm going on a ride. Oh, this one's kind of crowded. So we just got up on 86th Street, and that was so fast and so easy and really fun. The subway isn't always super fun. Sometimes it's confusing. Sometimes you're not exactly sure if you're on the right train. And so Central Park is just to the left here, and the museum is on 5th Avenue, which is across from the park. And it's so nice out. Luckily, it's not like windy and stuff, so we can deal with walking a little bit. So we're walking to Central Park, and just along the street, you see this beautiful statue right here. Behind this gate. So many, really upscale buildings. And it's hard to even see the very tops of them, but, there's a lot of ornamentation, which is fun. I love to just sightsee and walk through the streets, and you just never know. Sometimes, like, the doorways of buildings are just fantabulous, like with sculptures and stuff. So I thought I would show that beautiful sculpture. I told you my favorite thing is to see dogs in the city. This is adorable. And you can make a lot of money being a dog walker. And look at the dogs all looking at the traffic. It's so cute. Look at, they're all just like looking at something. We're a little bit early, so we're gonna go to the cafe and see if there's a little opening to the park and maybe just sit in the park for 15 minutes. The weather has gotten so nice. Oh, and the daffodils are out in the park. Oh my gosh, these are the days that you live for to come visit New York. The museum we're going to is like right there on that corner. So I guess we'll just stroll a tiny bit. Yeah, stroll for a tiny bit and then we'll go into the cafe. But I am so happy to see daffodils. Because 2 days ago, it did not seem like daffodils were coming out. Now that is the side of the Met. And usually we go to that all the time, but we've decided on this trip to do and see different things. But that's it's so neat, it's so close to the park. You can definitely visit the park and the museum on the same day. Oh, I think we've been up here before. You're coming at things from a different direction sometimes you don't recognize. It's the funnest thing about New York is that on the streets, in shops, in the parks, all you hear are foreign languages. And to be honest with you, it is so cool. I love it. Actually, I don't know if we've been here before. Let's see. No, we haven't. Scott, we've never been to the reservoir. No, we haven't. No, we've been to a pond where they would play with the ducks. Oh, yeah. But this is completely different. See how big this is? This is different. This is what we see in the movies. You guys ever see movies? And like when they would see people jogging all the time. Yeah, Marathon Man. Every movie about New York has some kind of jogging scene where they are running around this reservoir because it's so scenic. Oh, this is fun. I feel like I'm in a Meg Ryan movie from the 80s. Now this is fun, Scott. We've never seen this before. This is kind of cool.
Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis.
Well, yeah, it's probably
Someone
some.
dropped their keys. It was nice to them up here in case they
That's
see 'em.
interesting. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I'm surprised people aren't putting locks here, but I bet you they do, and then they just come and break the locks. Yeah. What a gorgeous day. This weather is actually perfect for walking. It's crisp, but not cold. So I'm literally just wearing my sweater and a scarf, and that's it. I don't have to wear my winter coat anymore. You have to be very careful about bikes because the first day I almost got clipped and I feel like my guardian angel saved me. Like literally, it was like a split second. Guy was going pretty fast too.
Oh, yeah, you went for delaying cars.
No, it was just since you don't live in the city, you don't realize there's so many food bike delivery people and they are speeding through. So here we go. We are in the gift shop of the museum, and Scott and I just bought this amazing book. It's a huge Klimt book with these giant close-ups, and the book is only, it sounds like it's a lot, but it's really not that much compared to books like this. It's $200, and we're gonna ship it. but the close-ups are just excellent. We have other Klimt books, but we don't have books with these exquisite close-ups, so we are definitely going to buy this, and I will share it with you when we get it home, and I'll show you some more close-ups. So they have other good books here, so if you guys want to order anything from Klimt or Art Nouveau, it's a really beautiful gift shop. And we're just waiting for our great friends Kathy and Stephanie to show up. The line for the cafe was way too long, so we'll know better next time.
Do you want a little bag for $5?
There are a lot of beautiful books in here. I can't wait to get that. Oh my gosh.
It'll probably be there right when we get home.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to look at it and read it. They have great posters here also. And cute little fun things. They even have a kind of a mock smock that Klimt would wear, and I'm like, how much is that? She's like, oh, well, it is linen and it is $3.75. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's cute, but I guess I don't need it. We just left the museum. Unfortunately, they would not let us video or take photos at all, which made me crazy. But the subway is so fast back to the National Arts Club that we are... Hi, superstar. Hi. We're taking the subway. We're doing New York stuff.
Do I have lettuce in my tea?
No.
We have all sorts of reminders.
Oh, you're right.
We're following Kathy. We're going to Shane's opening in his studio. This is the first time Scott and I are seeing the other parts of the building. So we're excited. We get to go in special elevators that are hidden from the public.
At least we think we're going on.
Yeah.
We'll be allowed.
Kathy was just saying, what the hell is this show?
No, the whole thing, not this.
But that's art, right? Like, we all have preferences. It's good to have abstract, it's good to have realist. We're having lots of photos of the famous mine. This is the, okay, Kathy, lead the way. We're going to the private sector of the Arts Club. And that's the kitchen.
Don't be photographing me.
What'd you say?
Don't be photographing me walking on.
Oh, well, okay.
Fooling around.
Don't be, I won't photograph Kathy. I'm only doing the wall, because that's more interesting. I do remember you showing us up to this point, and then we never got farther.
Well, this is where Babette's apartment is.
Look at this amazing old-fashioned thing that holds, I mean, come on. Just things like that I love.
There's the laundry room.
Oh, really? We could do laundry if we wanted?
That's interesting. That's a different thing.
What's going on here?
Who is it?
Oh, please be mindful of your laundry and considerate of other tenants. Hey, I had no idea there was a laundry room. Okay. I'm sorry, this is exciting to me.
What's there to see? Nothing much.
Who did this?
James Montgomery.
Oh, wow, the famous illustrator. Yeah, he's the one that did that famous, like, patriotic.
Recruitment.
Yeah, recruitment poster.
Uncle Sam.
Oh, wait, look at how charming this elevator
Look at
is.
the floor.
I mean, it literally has, like,
Floor.
oh, I wonder if that floor is original.
Oh, I'm sure it must be, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Nobody replaces it.
Oh, I wonder how old this elevator is.
Aren't we lucky it's still working?
We are very lucky because the one,
This
yeah,
might
on
be
the
the
other side
last
of the
time.
building does not work.
For many, many years. It's been a long.
Oh, we're going up high. 7.
Oh my gosh, see, I didn't even know. 10 floors.
I think there's 13.
Just like in the clouds above.
Yeah, there's
Oh my god, there's 14
Well,
floors.
13, I guess they leave off. They always
They
leave
leave
off
out
13.
13. See, look at Michael Shane and Neal's studio. I'm gonna have to ask him if it's okay. I'm gonna have to ask him if it's okay too.
Isn't that great?
My dad has his his stripes in a sense from his fighting both in Italy and in Japan. So one of them is Italy and one's Japan. And so this is for my
Oh my gosh, so this is his father, and it is dedicated, this easel right here is dedicated to his father. He's a well-known artist, and that's Peggy Kinsler, Everett Raymond Kinsler's wife. And this is Shane's studio. He took over Everett Raymond Kinsler's studio.
Are bits and pieces of people that have had a connection. So Nico's apartment on the 12th floor. The painting of the men right up there, the sketch, that was by John Johansson. He used to paint and live in his apartment right there. The painting below is by Ray Kinsler, who lived and worked here for almost 70 years. Frank Dumas.
Look at this studio. Look at this. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful.
I've got
Look at this. Oh, so jealous. So jealous. So jealous. We kind of pushed our way into this, so I need to see this wall. Oops, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay. I'm so jealous. So we're looking out the kitchen window. Oh my God, I hope I don't drop my phone. Oh, I can see right into people's apartments. Okay, I'm too scared to go out too far, but we are on the 10th floor, and honestly, I don't have this on a chain, but look at, this is like old-fashioned buildings where there's no screens, there's no safety. A baby or a cat could literally fall out. But I am so freaking jealous of this place. Okay. It's not my place. I should not video the whole thing. Oh my God, I see a cat. Okay, now I'm a voyeur. Do you see that cat on that girl's lap? Oh, kitty alert. Kitty alert. So this is a gorgeous party, gorgeous everything, gorgeous artists. Okay, the cat has stayed still, so I guess I should stop videoing. So we were at Shane's, it was super fun, but then we took a lift over here and look at how crowded this is. Of course we're a little bit late because there were so many amazing people at Shane's, and we're actually going to go back and probably have dinner with them. Look at this! Oh my God, this is crazy! This is a huge show. Of course, we should have been here earlier. This is nuts. Okay, we're going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, it closes at
9. So we were joking about the fact that you can't even see my painting, and also they put the speaker in front of it. You should ask Brandon about the speaker. It's so funny. So this is fun. We're thinking that maybe somebody hates me and they put me in the corner and then put a speaker in front of it. So at the end of the night, we came back to Shane Neal's studio and sat and talked and told stories, and I'm exhausted, but this is a very famous studio. So, you know, at first it had Frank Dumont, and then Everett Raymond Kinsler, hello, and then Michael Shane Neal. So this is a very historical studio. Kathy is looking for me. Look at this neat mail.
Oh, she's up here.
Look at this. I love these quirky things in the building.
She's right here. Do you want me to go get her?
Kathy wants you.
Kathy, isn't she having trouble in the bathroom?
Oh my God, I hate you so much. Turn that phone off. You know what
Kathy needs me to button her up in the back. She needs some button. I was filming the hallway and you started calling.
Oh my God.
So Kathy can't find her glasses and we came down to the elevator and we did not realize, remember when I showed you this curtain? Well, look at what's back here. This is what they call is the billiards or pool room, and they said there were some really nice paintings back here. Like that's really nice. Of course the lights are off.
This is the one that Shane was telling us about, the John.
This is a kind of a beautiful painting. I mean, it is in the dark. I don't know what street this is. I think it says 19th Street. Oh my God, this is such a fun building.
Just call Shane and say, ask him.
Oh, look at this beautiful. This is Charles Coburn. Oh, she must be the wife
I can bring it down
of the actor. Actor, you know, here, Charles Coburn.
There's not places for things to hide there.
So fascinating. I'm so glad we got off the elevator before our floor. And you can see how dark that is.
Ellison.
Okay, we're going up to your room, Susan.
Okay.
You know where you're at, right?
Yeah.
Just left. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna go up and bring down.
Oh, is that real?
No.
No, sorry. It's not real. They had a big shindig thing here tonight, so we're just walking through.